Hey guys, so as you can tell from the thumbnail, today's video is about sugar daddies. So I don't know if any of you guys have experienced this, but every single time I talk to a friend, they are constantly talking about how they can't wait for their sugar daddy. So I figured I'd make a video about it. So I've had a lot of friends in the past, people who are younger, and when I lived in bigger cities, that ended up dating people much older than themselves. And a lot of times it's because the older guy is rich. And I don't know, maybe because I grew up with my family having money, sugar daddies haven't really been appealing to me. Like, it's not something that I look for in someone. Actually, when I go on a date with someone, if they rub in my face how much money they make, it's actually a huge turnoff for me. I really don't understand the whole concept of sugar daddies. I don't know if it's the fact that because the younger person didn't have money in their past, so the money is really appealing to them, and I honestly don't know why older guys would feel okay with paying that much money for someone younger. I'm not saying that people who date with age gaps are in the wrong, because honestly I've dated people that are quite younger or older than myself. I haven't really had good experiences with either. I will say the older people tend to always try to point out that I'm young and naive and I will understand when I'm older, and they talk to me as if just because I'm younger than them that I don't know what I'm doing in life. But honestly, when it comes to knowledge, I feel like it's based off of your experiences in life, not how many years you've lived on the earth. Just because I feel like I could experience a lot of things, and this older person could honestly be sitting, just doing work, going home, making a lot of money, but doesn't really have any experiences to go off of. Whereas I'm out there living, I might not be the richest person on the planet, but I've definitely got a buttload of experiences to make up for that. So I feel like from a younger age, I experienced a lot of childhood trauma, and it wasn't really my parents' fault, but I went through a lot. I went through my parents' divorce. I went through being molested as a child. That changes someone, especially when you compare them to someone who's lived their life without having to deal with the consequences of their actions. I feel like a lot of times when it comes to people who are older that date younger, I feel like a lot of times they are people who don't really fit in with their age group, whether that be their age group they don't really feel successful in, or they just feel like an outcast, so they reach out into other age groups to find someone, or if they just know that they've got enough money to win someone over, which is kind of sad because I feel like no one should really be taken advantage of in that way. And when it comes to the younger person, I guess one thing I've heard is they don't like dating people who are immature, but I feel like there's people in every age group that's immature. It doesn't really matter what age group you go to. So I feel like that's not a really good enough excuse. I will definitely say as you move up and get older, you do become a little bit more mature, but I feel like there's just as many people in my age group as there are in the 20s and the 30s and 40s that are immature. But if that's your reason for dating older, go for it. I feel like as long as you're not dating someone just because of their money, that it's not that big of a deal. But if you're dating someone because of their money, I feel like that is not good. I was actually doing a little bit of research trying to find some like percentages and averages, and I couldn't really find anything talking about what percentage of gay people date like older people versus people their own age. I tend to only date people that are like in my age group, and when I say age group, I really mean like within like 5 years below or 5 years ahead. So that's usually my place, just because I feel like we're going through the same things in life, and it just makes sense to date someone that's going through the same experiences, because I'm the type of person that I don't like being told what to do. So when I tend to date older people, a lot of times they talk to me as if like they're my dad, and that's one thing I cannot stand. So if there was someone that's older than me that can talk to me as if I'm an equal, I guess there wouldn't be much of a problem. I have a lot of older friends that talk to me like equals, and I don't have any problem with them. And then it comes to like dating people on the younger scale or having younger friends, and they like to point out how old I am. They love to talk about how I should be this, and this by this age. I feel like the spectrum of their like views on what you should be at a certain age is a little bit sheltered because they have yet to experience what it's like to go out into the real world and do things. A lot of the younger people are still depending on their parents for a lot of things. So it's hard to find someone if you go too far away from your age range that you can relate to. Not saying that it's impossible, but I will say it's hard. I was actually surprised when I was doing my research on how many websites there are out there that apparently help you find a sugar daddy. The fact that there's like apps that you can download that are similar to like Grindr and Tinder and Match and all of that just to match you with someone who has money is crazy. It's just like, okay, when I'm filling out this profile, I'm just like, okay, so I am young and don't have money and I'm looking for a sugar daddy. And then the older guy's like, I have tons of money and I'm old and I'm looking for someone young who wants to have fun with my money. It's just, I don't understand that whole thing. A lot of my friends that are in the gay community are posting statuses like, I'm so done with work, where's my sugar daddy so I can stop working and just be pampered? And I'm just like, why would you want that? I'm one of those people that I love to make my own money, and honestly it's really hard. I don't know if you guys watched the video of me and Jasmine, but we talked about how we don't know how to accept help, and I still hold to that. I really don't like it when people pay for me. I'm okay with my family helping me out on like vacation stuff and paying for meals, but when it comes to like dating, it makes me feel a little bit insecure when someone's paying for everything for me. And especially if they're taking me to places where I know I couldn't afford, so I am definitely going to have to depend on them. I'm just happy with dating someone that is in my age group, in the same annual income phase as me, just because it's nice to know that we kind of have that equal 50-50 relationship. Well, those are my thoughts on the whole idea of looking for a sugar daddy. I would love to hear what you guys have to say. You can drop some comments in the comment section below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe. So for the month of February, I actually did a video a day, so I think I'm going to try to do the same thing for the month of October. I know it's going to be hard because it's going to be a little bit crazy with my current job, and I'm currently working on starting my own life coaching business. So if any of you guys have any comments of what type of videos you would like me to do, leave them in the comment section below. Hopefully I will have some awesome collabs with some of my friends. And also, if there's any videos that you really like on my channel, please share them with your friends. Post them on your Facebook wall, share them on Instagram. Just tag me so that I know that you guys are sharing them, and I will try to do more videos similar to those. But I will see you guys next time. Bye.